Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, Sons of Star Trek. IDW, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, even though some people have been claiming it's, been on the verge of death for years because, it's too woke. They're just plugging along with Star Trek titles. I don't particularly like most of them because they're all set in alternative universes or the mirror universe, or they're like dark stories of rebellious, groups of ex-Starfleet officers, or it's not really Star Trek. But this one is kind of interesting because it kind of speaks to what Starfleet Academy could have been, or what Star Trek Legacy could be, focusing on the next generation of characters like Alexander, Worf's son, Jake, Nog, Q's son, and basically it looks like Q's son is taking Alexander and Nog and Jake on a bit of an adventure. Basically, I think this is the second issue. The last issue I didn't see anything about. I knew it was coming, but I didn't see anything about it. Apparently, they all died, and he basically is putting them through situations, then reviving them, if they die. And now they're like legacy officers who have all come from, famous Starfleet fathers who are now working in Starfleet and respected in the middle of a Breen War. It's in an alternative universe, so, they can do whatever they want, that's fine. But, yes, it's pandering to the YA sort of audience and trying to go for that, but it's doing it with characters that already existed, that we know, that we are interested in, that I'm happy to see explored, so I'm not bothered by it. It's sort of the right way to do it. And this is what I feel like they could have done with Starfleet Academy. They could have had it set, in the 25th century with characters that we already know teaching, or the younger ones going through, maybe finishing off. I'm not sure how the years would quite work out with some of them. Or, they just could, there's other ways they could have done, Starfleet Academy for sure, because the 31st century with Discovery crew, where the Federation is so far removed from us today, it can't bear any relevance, or there's no way to make it seem realistic over 1,000 years from now, whatever it is. And it doesn't. Like, the technology is like magic, and then the rest is like just like today, and so much of it is just like nothing changed between 900 years, but then other things are totally different. And just the idea of, it sounds like a good idea until you actually try and actually represent the future, 900 years on from Star Trek. It was hard enough to make Star Trek believable as 200 or 300 years from now. But yeah, they jumped too far. So what they should have done was stayed in the 25th century and done something more like this. This is interesting. And same with Legacy, they could have done the same thing. They could have had, Captain Jake could have had a ship, I know they're going with 7 of 9 as sort of the main idea. She was sort of set up on Picard to be the new captain, but they could have done this anywhere in the Star Trek universe. Just pick some characters that already exist, that we already know, we're familiar with, put them in a situation that's interesting, and then just leave the opportunity open for other members from the other shows to all come in, and it would have been really great. And the comics are doing a better job of it on some level than, Kurtzman is. So I just want to comment on that because it looks interesting. Like I said, I didn't read the first issue. They're up to the second issue. I just sort of looked at a preview on that. I might buy the trade and read it. It just seems like a decent idea and well executed, as opposed to other people who are trying to sort of look for the same audience and engage the same audience, but they're not doing a good job, and I don't think they're going to succeed. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Sons of Star Trek if you've read it. Like I said, I'll probably do it, but I'm just going to wait till the whole lot comes out. I don't read single comics anymore. It's too much commitment, and then you have to wait for a month to the next one. I'd rather just read a trade, which is kind of says a lot about the comic industry at the moment and for the last 10 years or so. But yeah, I'm really going to go. It's been 4 minutes.